Hey everybody, sorry I'm 2 minutes late. Oh my gosh. My whole entire family is in the living room right now, so if you hear a bunch of noise or if I have to get up because my daughter needs me, then I'm sorry. But if you guys can hear me, let me know. I'd appreciate it. I'm trying to get my paper and my. Ooh, I hit my dad at the right time. And pencil. I got my Christmas tree up. Ah, and if you think it's moving, it is because it's a spinning tree. Oh, how gorgeous. Let's go through the chat. We have Miss Nicole. Hey, girl. Says, oh, here I thought I was late. Absolutely not. It was me. I was the one that was late. Hello, Miss Sandra. She said, you're right on time, Nicole. I know that's right. Sandra said, hey, bees. Hello, hello. Nicole says, I see. Hey, Sandra. Hello, fish. Okay, good, good. Oh, thank goodness. I rushed over here so fast. Got my makeup on. I was like, bah, 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 bah. I called it a day. A spinning tree. Oh yeah, I never knew there was such a thing. I know. Years ago, my mom saw one at a thrift store, and she saw it was spinning, and she asked the people like, "Hey, can I buy that?" And they're like, "Sure." And like other ladies came up, and they're like, "We want that tree," and they're like, "Sorry, there's only one." So we've had it ever since. And I wanted to display it today. Oh gosh, it's gorgeous. Let her spin and do her thing while I get the book up. Let's go to Audible. Let's see. Here we go. Audible. Let's go to chapters. So we are on chapter 4. Okay, it's a 21-minute chapter. Cool. Chapter 4, let them stress you out. That's a good topic. Let them stress you, honey. Absolutely. Okay, let's see. Let me click on it.
Chapter 4.
Oh,
let them
I did not
stress you
mean
out.
for it to start right now. Okay, let me get my pencil ready. Okay, chapter 4, let them stress you out. Stress you out. Okay, I'm back. There we go. Am I still frozen? I don't know why StreamYard just kicks me off. For the past, 2 nights, StreamYard has been, going down and then going back up. I don't know what that's about, but let me know if I'm still frozen. And if it happens again, I'll just come out and come back in. No worries. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Cool. Sandra said, cute tree. She said, where'd you go? I don't know why StreamYard's been doing that. It was down for a couple for at nighttime and then it comes back up. Girl technology. But I'm here. And if it happens again, I'll come back. Same thing. Yeah, I'm back, honey. Hey Cookie, how are you? You're back. Yay! Yeah, trust me, if it happens, I'll be back by any means possible. Cookie said, "Hey chat, hello from this Cookie girl." Yes. Sandra says, hi, Cookie. Nicole says, hi, Cookie. All right. So don't worry. That happens. I'll be back. Hi, Sandra. So we are on chapter 4. Chapter 4, let them stress you out. And let's see what this is about. Alrighty.
What about practicing let them and let me when it comes to something or someone that triggers your stress response every single day? Work is the number one cause of life stress for most people. And your manager has as much of an impact on your mental health as your spouse. Now, I'm sure I didn't need to tell you that because as rewarding as work can be, it's filled with stress. From 4 p.m. meetings on a Friday to dealing with rude customers, passive-aggressive emails, a micromanaging boss, doing work that you don't enjoy, feeling unappreciated, seeing no opportunity for advancement, false promises, surprise layoffs, or being completely understaffed and having extra work on your plate. It's always something at work. And if you're like me and you started your own business or you're just trying to be a good manager, just double that list. So how do you use the let them theory to not allow work stress to stress you out? For example, what if you've been doing a great job? You're hitting all your numbers, you're going above and beyond, and your boss just isn't promoting you. And every time you ask for an update, you get that stereotypical response, oh, the company's profits are down this year and my hands are tied. But you add so much value to this team, lip service. It sucks. You feel frustrated and powerless. Maybe you feel hostile or demoralized. Dr. Aditi says this is why she's seeing burnout in record numbers right now. People are stuck in a chronic state of stress at work. They can never log off. They're always on video meetings, which means they never have any time to get their work done. And then she pointed out, your stress at work, it's not changing. So you need to change your approach to dealing with it. I know when I've felt stuck or overwhelmed at work, or I hated my job, or I wasn't making the money that I needed to make, that's exactly how I felt, chronically stressed. Plus, the fact that you need your paycheck to pay your bills, oh my gosh, that only makes you feel more stressed out and stuck and powerless. But as overwhelming as your work may be right now, you are not powerless. So how do you use the let them theory to get your boss to give you the promotion you deserve? You don't. Let them string you along. I know it's tough to hear because, yeah, it's true. It's not fair. You've earned the promotion. And yeah, you deserve to be angry about it. And I would be too. But let me ask you this question. Who is responsible for your career? You or your boss? That's right, you are. Besides, you can't control if your boss is going to promote you or give you a raise or even move you to the cubicle that's closer to the window. And no matter how much hard work you've put in or how many compliments you've received, you have no idea what the P&L looks like or what the projections look like for the business. And besides, the decision, it's up to them. So if you're in a situation where you've put in the effort, you've had the conversation, you've asked for the salary increase, you've hit your numbers, and you're still waiting for that promotion or the title change or the new desk or a better work from home policy, it's not coming. You have to stop being mad and choose what you're going to do about it. Because guess what? If you let your emotions get the best of you, it's going to make you crazy. And worse, the stress of this situation is going to take over and you're not going to be able to think strategically about making your next move. You cannot afford to let the stress of this make you stupid. You got to be smart about how you're going to respond. And that's where let me comes in. That's where the power is. Because if something at work is out of your control and you've done everything you can to try to influence it, it is dumb to waste any more of your time trying to change this situation. And it's even dumber to constantly let it stress you out. You're way smarter than that. Your life and the possibilities in it, they're always bigger than your current job. You are never stuck. That's a lie you're telling yourself. You can leave a job, a relationship, a living situation, a date, an interview, or a conversation anytime you want to. But instead, you're sitting there with your boss, Steve, who you flip off every time the video call ends. Oh, that's powerful. That's going to get you the raise. You don't have to stay in a job that makes you feel frustrated, demoralized, or stressed, and you shouldn't. Let them string you along. It's time for the let me part. Stop fixating on your current situation and start focusing on finding a better opportunity. Right now, there's an amazing job with a kick-ass boss, a better salary, a work-from-home policy, a desk next to a window, just waiting for you to come find it. Your company is not the only company on the planet. There's a million bosses out there who would be ecstatic to help you advance your career. Let me go get it. Is it hard to find a job? Yes. Can it take forever? Mm-hmm. Do you dread the idea of updating your resume? Absolutely. Is getting out there and networking intimidating? Yes, it is. Your career is your responsibility. And you have way more power here than you think. It's time to start acting like it. You've got so many options available to you. Here's one. Let me choose to spend my weekends differently. Instead of blowing off steam at the bars with your friends and complaining about work, how about you pour your time and energy into doing the work to find a job you deserve? Yes, it may take you 6 months to land something amazing, but those 6 months, they're going to go by, whether you do nothing or you go after what you want. And consider this. If you stay in that job, who controls your future? That's right. Your boss, Steve. But if you update your resume and you start networking and you go on some interviews, who's in control now? That's right. You. So,
Okay, I paused it there. So I wrote down some good things. Let's see what's in the chat first. Sandra said, this is a really good chapter for me right now. I'm looking forward to the work tips. Oh, that's good. I haven't worked in a while, but I do understand the stress and everything else that goes along with what she was saying. And I'm glad any tips she gives you can help you to stay under, honey. Miss Beautiful I Am Colored. Hello, Miss Evelyn. Hello, Felicia and chat. Happy Saturday. Yes, happy Saturday, everybody. Yes. Hello from Miss Evelyn, honey. Yes. Hi, beautiful. Hi, beautiful. Hi, beautiful Evelyn. Yes, thank you for being here, honey. I know you read the, well, I don't know where you're at in the chapter, Evelyn. Chapter 4, kind of like do the let me theory now. If you got anything to add to it, would greatly appreciate it. I wrote down, who's responsible for your career? You are. If you let your emotions get the best of you, you will go crazy. Which can be applied to a lot of different things. Yeah. I know they say as women, we do let our emotions get the best of us. And maybe that's just who we are by creature, just by, what's it called? Creature's nature? Yeah, there you go. This is kind of who we are as women, and I think the older we get, the more we kind of understand how to detach from our feelings and know when to apply it, when not to, which is pretty great in a sense, but in a career space it is tough because you have to be extremely professional. Sorry. You're going to hear my daughter a lot, but you have to be extremely professional and know your worth at the same time. At least I worked in the medical field for a long time. So yeah, I also put, you are never stuck. You don't have to be there if you don't want to. And that applies to a lot of different things. Like, I always say you choose to do what you want every single day. You choose your friends, you choose your partners, you choose, even if you're married, I always tell my husband, look, we choose to be with, every single day we wake up, we choose to be together. Because any one of us, at any second, can be like, I'm done. That goes along with family. They may be your family, but at the same time, you could be like, I love you, but I can always love you from afar. But you don't have to choose to be present for somebody every single time, and especially in friendships. You don't have to choose to be there, you know? And that's where you have I also wrote down the let me theory. When she was talking about the career, it's kind of like, let me kind of advocate and step up for myself, and then let me go get it. Of course, there can be a totally better boss. You can be at a company for years. I was at a company for years. And when they finally did promote me, I was over it. I was like, you know what? You got it. You got this. As the one thing I always wanted, I got it, and now that I got it, you can have it back. I don't know if you guys ever experienced that, but I definitely have. Let's see who's in the chat, or what's going on in the chat. Beautiful in Color says, hey Sandra, Nicole, and Cookie, honey. Sandra says, this book is really good at taking your power back. Yes, that's a really good way to put it, Sandra. It is a really great way of taking your power back. I think that is like the most, like the real premise behind let them, let me, let they die, everything. Yeah, it's really good, Sandra. Thank you. Dylan said, hey everyone, sorry I'm late, lost track of time. And that's totally fine. I'm just happy you're here. And yeah, hello everybody, go Delilah girl. Yeah. Oh, my ear is acting up. I don't know why it does this every time I go live. My ear wants to just start ringing. Miss Evelyn said, yes, Sandra, 100%. Sandra says, hi, Delilah. Evelyn says, hi, Delilah. Nicole says, hey, Delilah. I love that you put blue hearts. I don't know why, but every time I've ever seen you comment, Nicole, it's always like blue, blue, blue. I love it. It's like your signature now. Cookie says, Delilah. Delilah says, thank you for reminding Amika Sandra. Oh, thank you for the reminder. Oh, that's so sweet. Sandra says your makeup is looking good. Oh, thank you. When I tell you this is the fastest I ever put on I had 20 minutes. I said, girl, and I was out the bathroom. We got Miss Kim J. Sweet Healthy Life. She said, hi, Felicia Marie B and chat. Coming in just for a little bit before the hubby and I head out to dinner. Oh, thank you for coming, and I hope you and hubby have a delicious dinner. Incredible dinner. I hope it's everything. Yes. Thank you. Nicole says, I thought I was late, Delilah. Yeah, she did. And she's like, no, you're right on time, honey. Cookie's like, I like flying under the radar when I worked. I didn't want more responsibility. Hey, I didn't really realize that. Yeah, the more up and go, the more you get paid, but then like the more responsibility really comes on to you. That's really interesting, Cookie. Yes, thank you for sharing that. Kim J says, please take the aw, if you have not, yes. The Busy Bees would appreciate it. The Pickle Posse would appreciate it. Absolutely, if you can, honey. Evelyn says, hey, Kim J. Nicole says, hey, Kim J. Cookie says, hey, Kim J. Delilah says, like, purple bellflower with her blue bonnets. Yes! And purple hearts, I love it, yes. I love when, I see you guys use, like, the same emojis. I don't know why. It sticks in my head. Now every time I see a blue heart in the back of my head, I'm like, Nicole, yes. Delilah says, yes, very, very chola of you. I know every time we try to get into the holiday spirit and put the flannels on, and we just look more cholito than anything else. Kim just says, hi, beautiful. She says, hi, Nicole. Cookie, I don't mind the responsibility, but you must run. Yeah, right. Run me my money, honey. Yes. Get that money, honey. Sandra says, hey, Kim J. Here we go. She says, hi, Cookie. And then hi Sandra and Delilah, girl. Yes. Look at Nicole in her hearts. Nice. And howdy, Kim J. Okay, let me press play. There we go.
So you have a choice. You can act like a toddler and call your boss every name in the book. But the harsh truth is, you're the one to blame. Because you're choosing to stay in a job that makes you miserable. And that's on you. And you want to know what else is on you? Your dumb excuses for why you're not looking for another job. You have so much more power, start acting like it. Because from the age of 20 to 60, you're going to spend more time at work than anywhere in your life. And that's why at the very end of this audiobook, in the appendix, you're going to find a free guide that you can download for how you can use the let them theory at work. Whether you're working a shift job or you're part of a high-performing team or you yourself are the boss, there are endless ways you can use the let them theory to increase your influence, your revenue, and your potential and enjoyment at work. There are so many moments in my career that I wish I had had that pep talk. You have it now, so go use the let them theory and go land what you deserve. Now, one topic that I want to address in greater detail is how you can determine in any situation that's stressing you out what the right response is for you. Because the let them part, that's obvious. When you say let them, you stop trying to control what someone else is doing. You stop allowing situations outside yourself to stress you out. And then when you say let me, responsibility for how you respond to it, which in some situations isn't always obvious. See, every situation is different, and learning how to choose what type of response is worth your time and energy and what isn't, that is going to change your life. And the more that you use the let them theory, the better you're going to be at seeing options. But I have a story that's going to help you and I talk about how you can choose the right response for you. So the other day I was taking our dogs for a walk at this really popular spot at a local state park. And so I pull into the parking lot and I see the local park ranger and the dogs jump out. So I stop to talk to the ranger and he's petting my two dogs. We're chatting it up. And as we're talking, he mentions, be sure to keep your dogs on a leash and pick up their poop, because there have been a lot of complaints recently that people are letting their dogs run free and that they're not getting picked up after by their owners. And it was getting to the point where they may close the trails to dogs. I'm like, what? You're kidding. So I kind of settled myself and I thanked him for sharing that information. And of course I assured him I'm not one of those people and I would be following the rules. And as I'm walking down the trail, about 100 feet ahead of me, I noticed this person. And she's got her dog off the leash, just running all over the place and jumping up on people and running up at other dogs. And I start to get annoyed. I could feel the stress response rise up. It's like, it always starts like right in my stomach. It's like a volcano. I can almost feel that switch and my amygdala turns on. I'm no longer enjoying my walk in the woods with my dogs. I'm now laser focused on this dog and its owner. And I'm getting more and more annoyed that this is exactly what the park ranger was talking about. And this one idiot is going to get us all banned from being here. A place that I love to come and walk. I kept saying, let them. And it worked for about the first 5 times I said it. But then her dog crouched right there on the middle of the trail and went number 2. And I watched in horror as this owner walks over and kicks some leaves over it instead of picking it up in a doggy bag and removing it. That was it. That was it. I went from feeling stressed out to anointing myself as the dog police in 5 seconds flat. Now this brings me to an important aspect of using the let them theory. Your response to every situation is going to be unique and different every single time. There are going to be days where I just don't have the energy to chase this woman down and hand her a doggy bag and ask her to pick it up and explain the implications of what's going on and just request that she do her part. And there are going to be days where I run like an Olympic sprinter and I chase her down and I do exactly that. And there will be those times when I just shrug my shoulders. I say, let them. And I know it's just not worth my time and energy. And when I get to the point where the dog has made its mess, I'll let me be the bigger person, and I'll take a baggie, and I'll pick it up, and then I'll smear it all over her car in the parking lot. That last part was a joke. Well, maybe not. But I'll tell you, that's what I often feel like doing when I see people do this. I don't want to have to pick up after other people. But here's the thing. I like being the kind of person who cares about leaving public spaces in good shape for everyone to enjoy them. I love knowing that I leave places better than I found them. And I like acting like a leader, even when it's not my job to do so. But there will be other days where I just don't have the energy. And the best course of action is just turn around, walk back out to the parking lot, and either get in my car and go home, or track down the park officer and wait with them until this woman comes back and report her to the ranger so he can deal with her. Every single one of these let me options are available to me and to you. And I bet as you were listening to this story, you may have even thought of other options that I have. The point here is that every situation is different. But one thing will always be the same. You get to choose how you respond.
And that's on period. Okay. Let's look at the chat, honey. Where was I? She said, lose my money, honey. Yes, I know that's right. Give me my money. And it's reset with Anissa. Yes. Hello. How are you? Oh my gosh. Every time I say I have to reset something, just like how I was talking about Nicole and her blue hearts, if I hear the word reset, I just say reset with Anissa. Oh no, it's every time too. I love you, girl. Is that Miss Kaylee? I think her name is pronounced Keely. Correct me if I'm wrong. But that's My Life with Manjaro, everybody. She is from the UK. Yes. Thank you for coming by. And Anissa, sorry. Thank you both for coming by to the Saturday Live Book Club, honey. This book is called Let Them. The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. And we are on chapter 4. Chapter is called Let Them Stress You Out. Right? Yeah. Kim just says, let them, but also don't forget to remember, and more importantly, let me. I choose me. And that is perfectly said. That's exactly what I wrote down here. It says the let me theory is like to take responsibility, but also to choose to do what you want to do. We all make choices every single day. I didn't have to choose to be in a book club. I didn't have to choose to go to Dollar Channel. I didn't have to choose to be part of Pickle Posse. But we choose these things. And hopefully all of us are making the best choices for our happiness. And if we have to put up with things that we don't have to, I hope you guys choose to not. And be like, you know what? You got it. Just like she was talking about at the park. And that lady with her dog poopy and stuff. It's like, yeah, I could pick it up. I could chase you down and tell you to pick it up. I can call the park officer to pick it up. These are all your choices. Yes. Miss Cookie says, Evelyn, I worked a union job, so my pay was set for me. I was asked if I wanted to be a supervisor, but didn't want to. Oh. Okay. That's why you said you didn't want to take all that responsibility. Absolutely. And I'm glad you made that choice for you. She said, I don't want that extra responsibility. Girl, bye. Nicole says, hey, Anissa. Hey, Manjaro. Hey, girl. Yes, hey, girl. Hi, Anissa. Kim J says. Delilah says, hey, Evelyn. Evelyn says, that makes perfect sense, that Cookie. Yes, it absolutely does. Nissa says, hey, Kim J. Hey, Nicole. She says, hey, Nissa from Sandra. Cookie says, hey, Nissa, in My Life, W/M with Manjaro. Yes. We got some more Manjaro people in here. I know that's right. Evelyn says, I like that every situation is treated differently. Absolutely. Yes. Treat every situation differently. You could be dealing with the same person and be like, you know what, I choose to deal with this and I don't choose to deal with this. You could choose different parts, and that's even in a job. I choose to deal with this coworker. I choose not to deal with this coworker. Even your boss. I've had bosses that were just moody one day and then super happy the next day. When they were moody, I'm not going to deal with you. And I choose not to. I'm going to let me do me and let you just let them. And there's some days where she was moody and I'm like, girl, I need to get stuff done, okay? Let's go. So absolutely. Nicole's laughing. Keely says, hi, Cookie J. Kim J says, yes, ma'am. You go get your dog poop up. Nasty self. I know, right? Who's just letting a dog poop everywhere? Yuck. I have a tiny dog, and if I see him poop, there's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I live in an apartment, so there's big dogs here, and people got the nerve to let them just go everywhere. I'm like, oh my gosh. Sandra says, hi, Keely. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm so sorry. Della says, yes, I had to figure out I liked it, then stopped feeling stressed by it. Did I read that right? Yes, I had to figure out I liked it, then I stopped feeling... Okay, I did get that. And great for you, girl. You just gotta figure it out. Absolutely. Kim J says, Mel Robbins keeps me laughing. I know, right? She has a lot of good stories. Keely says, hey, Sandra. Anissa says, hey, Cookie, Sandra, Felicia Marie, Beat, and Delilah. Hello, honey. Keely says, Sandra, even, yes. Delilah says, hey, Anissa. Sorry, I have like a burp that was stuck. Anissa says, yes, we get to choose, and absolutely, yes. We get to choose, and I choose to reset with Anissa every time, absolutely. Yay! Okay, she said, yes, it's Keely. Okay, thank goodness, because I feel like I've seen your videos. I feel like I've seen Keely, but I didn't want to be saying it differently because I know we have two different accents. So, like, okay, I'm glad we're great. And we got some Manjaro, folks. I know Delilah's on Manjaro, Miss Keely's on Manjaro, Miss Anissa's on Manjaro, and Kim J. Did I say Kim J? Yeah, we got a lot of Manjaro folks in here, and I love it, okay? Don't love the fact that you guys have diabetes, but love the fact that you guys are getting the help you need. Absolutely. Sandra says, the poop is gross. That would make me mad too. I know, right? Oh my gosh. When I tell you, not to throw shade, but they're never going to see this, and if they do, I hope they do. But my downstairs neighbors have a gigantic dog. When I tell you, it is disgusting to walk down these stairs, and it is just there like a grown person did that. Oh no, man. I chose to one day get a little scooper, picked it up, put it right on the front door, and I absolutely did. I was being extremely petty that day. That was gross. Kim J says, hi, Keely. Yes. Hey, Keely, sorry I'm a bad speller. No, you're totally fine. Unless she minds, then, you can duke it out with her. Anissa says, I bought this on Kindle, and I have to tell you that her reading is so much better. Is that, reading it is so much better. Okay. I think I need to buy this version and listening to it going to and from her. And absolutely. Wow, I didn't know there was another version of this book. I know this is a very popular book, like bestseller or whatnot, but I never knew there was like versions of it. Oh, and I hope you do, Miss Anissa. Absolutely. Kim J says, choose less stress, less stress. Yes. We do not need to stress for what? Oh, what do we need to stress for? My daughter handed me some shredded cheese, so I'm trying to put it in the bag. Hold on. She's trying so hard to get in this camera. Let's see. Nicole says, Keely. Keely says, hey, Kim. And she says, hey, Delilah and Nicole. Nicole says, I pick up my own dog's poop in the yard. People better be picking up their... Okay. Oh my gosh. You would be shocked, stunned around my apartments. Oh my gosh. So gross. But I'm glad you do. Because you're a decent human and you're wonderful and you're incredible. Oh my gosh. Is that Z? Hey! Oh my gosh! She said Queen Bee just wanted to jump in to say hello to you and to all the busy bees. Well, hello everybody from Z, honey. Yes, thank you for stopping by. Even if it was for a sec, girl. Thank you. Oh my gosh, what an honor. Love that. Oh my gosh, my thing jumped up all the way. Oh, there you go. Della says yes. I hate to have bosses like that. Yeah, they stink, honey. They stink like dog poo poo. Cookie says Z. I know, right? I was just as excited. Jen say just stop by to say hello. Well, hello from everybody from Miss Jen, honey. Yes, thank you for stopping by, and thank you for saying hello. Yes. Kim J says, by the way, cute tree. Oh, I love saying Felicia Marie B. I love saying your whole channel. Thank you. It's a whole vibe there. Yay! I do. I am happy I picked a good channel name, although half of it is like my actual government name. Don't worry. It's totally fine. But yeah, thank you. The spinning tree. I just wanted to have like a nice backdrop, you know? It took me forever to put that tree up. Oh my goodness. Sandra said, hi, Z. Z said, cookie. And she said, Sandra, absolutely. Della says, yes, if you don't want to pick up after your pets, do not. And that's on everything. Don't own one. Why do you own one then? You know that's what they're going to do. They're going to pee, they're going to poo. Sometimes they're going to throw up, they're going to shed if you have one of those type of dogs. Girl, like, please, just pick up after your dog. I love my dog. I wish he was out here right now. But he is like one of those chihuahuas that are like attached to that one person, and he's like extremely attached to my dad. He is like, I think he's with my dad right now. I probably know he's with my dad right now. Nicole says, hey Z. Oh, hey Z. Hey Jen. Yes. This is hot, Nicole. He got flagged. Oh my gosh. She says, hey Jen. You like my tree? Thank you. You guys have. Oh. Where is my thing? Oh, can you hear me now? Yay! Oh my gosh. Delilah had to call me. Okay, bye. Oh my gosh, I was having a whole conversation with myself. How embarrassing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think my mic died. Oh my gosh. How embarrassing. I was just sitting there like, yes, girl, and everything else. Oh my gosh. Thank God I was just going through the chat. Thank you guys for staying. I had to talk louder because, like, the mic, it kind of drowns out everything. But on here, I have to, like, really yell. So I'm sorry if I look like I'm shouting at you guys. Thanks for staying. Oh my gosh. Says, oh, I'll have to check that. Thanks, Cookie. Yes, that's what I have, Delilah. Says Anissa, yes. Oh, it's Pammy! Or Pam, jumping in. Hello, Miss Manjaro Journey with Pam. Yes. Nicole says, hey, Pam. Oh, this is a thank. Oh, your tree is so festive. Thank you. I don't know if you guys heard me before, but it took me many hours to put up that tree. Absolutely. Della says, yeah, I have a PDF version too. And it's oh, there is different versions of this book. Jen said, is the tree moving? Absolutely. It is a spinning tree. And gosh, now I gotta reiterate everything I said. If I muted around this time, I just bought a base, like a tree base on Amazon. So you can make any tree spin. It could be a real tree or a fake tree. This is an artificial tree. But if I had a fake tree, they just sell, it's called a spinning tree base. And it has like 3 different sizes attached to it, whether you have like a 5 foot, 6 foot, 7 foot tree. I think there's even more. And you just put the tree in the base, lock it, and then it spins. Yay! 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 Anissa says, I haven't finished it yet. Oh, okay. Yes, it is, Jen. Absolutely. Really cool. Thank you. Okay, this is where I lost my sound. How embarrassing. Okay, she says right here, Nicole. Oh, no, I think Cookie said it first. There you are. Yes. I'm back, baby. And there was sound again. Yes. Oh, my God. Thank you guys for staying. Who goes here? Okay. Anissa says, we hear you. Yay. You're back. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. I just didn't know we heard nothing about your cool tree. Oh, sorry. Delilah says, I could never with a tree like that because I have a naked back. What is that? Your back is naked? Is that what it is? Your lights don't get tangled? No. There's like one plug-in on the bottom of the tree. And then I have to do, most people have to do their lights from the top and then twist it around. Mine's go from the bottom up so it doesn't get tangled, if that makes sense. It's kind of it's interesting. There's just one little plug-in at the bottom, and then you just wrap it from the bottom up. It wraps itself because I feed it the line, and then it just starts going in a circle, and I just wait for it to kind of go up and up and up and up. So yes. She's a high Jen F from Miss Kim J. Love that your daughter is excited. Yes, she is very excited. We can't have ornaments yet, though. She's not in the ornament. She's in the let me take the ornament off the tree phase. And my dog's in the let me bite the ornaments off the tree phase. So we don't have ornaments yet. But she doesn't really touch it as it is. So excited. The versions are the same, Amiga. They are just written words / auto word. My gosh. I know you're excited. Let's see, Nicole says, Delilah, you don't decorate the back? Oh, so the back is plain. See, that's what, I was talking to somebody, and I was like, my tree has to be a certain way, because most people, when they decorate their tree, everything in the back is kind of like whatever's ugly, just stick it in the back. Like put all the weird bulbs in the back or bunch up all the cords in the back. Since this is 360, it got to look good at all spin. Pam says, I was in the next room wondering if my Wi-Fi messed up when it got... No, girl, my battery died, honey. Oh my gosh. That wasn't you, Pam. That was on me. Nicole, come on, chica. I don't got eyes back there. Here you go, sweetheart. There you go. Alright. I like how York trees turn. Are your tree turn? Thank you. Thank you very much, Miss Pammy. One side that you don't decorate. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes, that one side. Yeah. I've never... She said the tree back is Nikki Celia. I was like, what are you talking about? Your back, girl? I didn't know you rolled like that, Delilah, on stream. It's just like, let me cover up here in the back. You guys don't need to see that. I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. Please. She's laughing at you, Delilah. Delilah said, yes, exactly, Pam. I'm so sorry. Pam says, naked back is when you don't decorate one side and the side against your wall. Right. Girl, I'm just getting there right now. Okay, she said, Kim J said, listening in, Felicia, going back to the bushes. All right, I'm about to leave the house, leaving my computer on. Oh, well, thank you. Girl, she said, leave your computer on so you got that $1 right there. Absolutely. And I hope you have a great dinner with your hubby, and I hope it's everything. Yes. She said Pam got flagged for that. Oh, no. I'm so sorry if you're getting flagged. We usually don't have pants on, so the naked back fits. And that's on everything, Sandra. Sorry. Kim J says, hi, Pammy. Thanks for coming in. Absolutely. My goodness, what's with all the flags, YouTube? I know, right? Oh, God, we can't even say, like, you know, bareback tree. That's probably going to get flagged. Who knows? Nicole says, Sandra, she's laughing at you. Sandra, they got you, too. Nobody is safe from YouTube. Yes, Sandra, that's me, no pants. Absolutely. So you guys don't even know if I have pants on right now. But I absolutely do. Ugh. Kim J says, hit that like button. Oh, please and thank you. Like Nike said, just do it. Yes, thank you. She said, haha, Kim. Della says, then you don't pay enough attention to me, Amika. I never have pants on. Oh my gosh. Kim J said, I was just minding my business, Delilah. Now I know you got no pants, no back, all the backside hanging out. Absolutely. And we're living our best life. You know why? Because we let it happen. That's what we choose to do. Yes. And if anyone has a problem, let them. Delilah says, not in the parts can. Not in the parts can. She's laughing. Okay, I got to the bottom of the comments. Okay. Now let me know if you guys can hear the audible, because I don't really know where the speaker's at on a MacBook. Is it on the left or is it on the right? Where is the speaker right here? We're just going to get real up close and personal. And let me know if you can hear it.
I'll never be able to stop that lady from letting her dog poop in the middle of the trail. But I can choose what I do in response to it. I get to choose who I'm going to be and how I'm going to show up. And that's a very powerful feeling. Every situation is going to be different based on how you feel and what's going on in your life right now, how much time you have, how important the issue is to you, what your values are, and what the most effective approach seems to be in this moment. Let Me is an opportunity for you to put your time and your energy and your values at the center of your life. It's where you get to choose what's worth your attention and what isn't. And how do you decide what's right for you? I find it helpful in these stressful moments to just say, let them, and take a pause and consider, is this going to bother me in an hour? Is this going to bother me in a week? Or is this something that just really annoys me right now? Because if I'm still thinking about it an hour from now, I should do something. And if it's going to matter in a week or a year, then I definitely need to do something. Now, in the situation with this lady and her dog, I knew it would bother me every single time I walked my dog at that state park. And in most cases, you're going to know what's right for you. And that leads me to the next example, which is the perfect topic to follow poop, and that's politics. According to recent research, the majority of people around the world report feeling very stressed about the current state of world politics. I feel it, and how can you not? We live in a moment where we are more polarized than ever, and the stakes feel so high, and everyone seems so far apart and either so angry or so scared about where things are, or both. I mean, it's impossible to have a civil conversation with most people who have a different point of view, because no one really wants to take the time to understand where the other person is coming from. Everybody just wants to be right and have their side win. And it would be so easy, given how stressful and polarized and disempowering politics can be at a local, state, national, and global level. It's so easy to just want to throw your hands up in the air and hide in your house and disengage and feel powerless to change the state of things. So how do you use the let them theory to change the state of politics at your local, national, or global level? You don't. The election's over. The school board has been decided. The Senate has voted. Let them. Because you can't change what just happened. So there is no use in wasting any more of your energy or time complaining about it, ruminating over it, feeling sad about it. But I never said you couldn't change the future. Does it seem overwhelming right now? Yes. Does it feel like it won't make a difference? Yeah, sure does. Do it anyway. Let me stay engaged. Let me be vocal on the issues I care about. Let me do something that can change the future of my local, national, or global politics. Don't sit around and wait for someone else to clean up the mess that you see. If it matters, and it always matters in a democracy, be the one everyone else is waiting for. Create the change you want to see. That's the power of let me. You know, I like to remind myself whenever I start to feel very discouraged about the state of politics in the world of what Professor Margaret Mead said. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. All it takes is one person to do the right thing. And if it bothers you enough, that person is you. Something can always be done. You can make a difference. And if it doesn't matter enough for you to get involved, then stop complaining about it. It just stresses you out. And as you're learning, that's dumb. Talk is cheap. If it really bothers you, dedicate some time and energy to changing it. And to me, focusing on what I can do always makes me feel better. And over again, you're going to realize that too. That regardless of what situations and circumstances that you're going to find yourself in, and you start using the let them theory, you're going to realize that no matter how big the problem is, or how stressful something feels, there's always something you can do. Through your actions and your attitude, you can do something to make it better. Even if that means just being kinder to the people that are around you today. That's the power of let me. You can't control everyone around you or the world at large or what people are doing at the park, but you can always control what you say, think, or do in response. And that's where true power lies. And the more you tap into that power inside you, the more you'll see all of the ways in which you've been sabotaging your own happiness and giving away all your power. And like me, you didn't even know it. Your time, your energy are paramount. Because where you spend your time and energy determines your experience of life. The let them theory really highlights this, and it's going to empower you to make better choices about what's worth your time and energy and what isn't. And this doesn't mean avoiding difficult conversations or staying silent. It doesn't mean being a doormat and letting people walk all over you, nor does it mean You have to pick up everybody's dog poop or run for political office. What it does mean is that you get to choose. You get to choose what impacts you and to what extent. You get to choose what you participate in and what you don't. You get to choose when a job or a relationship or an issue is worth fighting for and when it's time to leave. You get to choose, and that's why you are always in control of what happens next. So let's summarize what you've just learned in this section. Right now, you allow other people to create unnecessary stress in your life. The let them theory will teach you to protect your energy by not allowing minor or major irritations to control your life so you can focus on what truly matters. I want to highlight the current problem. See, the problem is that other people are going to do things all day that bother you, annoy you, or stress you out. It will happen. You can't control it. When you allow someone else's behavior to stress you out, you just gave other people power. That leaves you drained with no time and energy for yourself. Here's the truth. The truth is, your body's stress response is automatic. And you're going to feel yourself getting annoyed. You're going to feel yourself getting frustrated. You're going to feel the anger or the agitation hit. This is normal. You can't control emotions that rise up inside you. But you can learn how to reset your stress response so your emotions don't hijack you. And the solution? The solution is to use the let them theory to protect yourself from the stress that other people have been causing you. Your power is in controlling your response to other people's behavior and to the annoying situations and to the emotions that you feel. When you say, let them, you make a decision to not allow other people's behavior to stress you out or to bother you. When you say, let me, you reset your stress response and take responsibility for how you respond. It's time to reclaim all your time and energy for what matters most to you. Okay, so that covers the first of the 4 ways you've turned other people into a major problem. The next 2 chapters, you're going to learn how to use the let them theory to stop fearing other people's opinions and start caring way more about your own. You're going to learn how to use the let them theory to finally stop being so afraid of what everybody else thinks.
And that's period. Okay, I'm back. Oh my gosh. My technology is not loving me today. Good lord. But yes, I hope you guys are still here. Oh my gosh. That was really powerful. In the sense of, let's see what I wrote down. The first thing I wrote down is this going to bother me in an hour, week, or just for the moment? And I think in the heat of the moment, people tend to react. But you do have to take that step back and be like, look, is this really going to bug me for a long time? Every day? The next hour? You choose to let it bother you or not. And I think that is wonderful. If you have that choice, if you understand that choice, and everything with the choice. Let's see. Okay, still here. Yes, thank you. I also wrote down, we can change the world. Like she said, the most thoughtful people, profound people, we can get together and change. And we can make a difference. And if it really does bother you, because I don't really like to get into politics, everybody's entitled to their own beliefs and, who they want to support and not support, that's totally fine with me. I can accept you at any level. But if you want to make that real difference, if it's bothering you and you don't want to say anything about it, just let it go and let them. But if it really does bother you, you want to make a difference, then say something. I can accept both sides of the cards, absolutely. I also wrote down, you can always do something. There's always a choice to do something, yes. And that's why I always say, be kind. Spread that love. That's exactly what she said. You can be kind. Doesn't charge you any money to be kind to people. Absolutely. Then your time, energy is powerful. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Yes. I just like to go through everything I wrote. Where did I leave off at? Oh, here we go. Scrolling. Keep that thing scrolling. Okay. This is what he said. Just often I say, oops, yeah. You absolutely do. That's exactly where I left off. I remember that. Loud and clear. That's Delilah After Dark edition. You already know that's right, Nicole. Pammy said I got flagged. Yes, thank you. Yeah, it did sound better. Yes, Delilah After Dark. Yes, yes for explaining the tree situation. Pammy said, shoot, I didn't think about using that word. What does it do? Just give you a notice on your end? Let's see. It does. Kim J said, it's cool, up close and personal, as long as your breath and body are not stinking. Absolutely not, because that would bother me. Then don't let them. Yes, no. Girl, I took a whole shower before I got on this stream. Absolutely. It gives you an unhide option. I forgot it shows the flagged messages. Yes. She said, right, Kim? Pam says, I like audiobook options. Me too. As much as I do like to read physical books, sometimes life kind of gets wild, and then let me put you on my ear real quick. It's a little easier. Cookie says, there's a sidewalk in front of my house. Sure enough, last week there was a pile left there. Ew. Did I let it bother me? No. But it crossed my mind that the owner should have scooped it up, but they didn't. Yeah. No, I let it get to me that day when there was dog number 2 everywhere, and I put it right in front of their doorstep. But then again, like, you could choose to do those things. She could have came up to me and yelled at me, and I still wouldn't have cared. But that's just me. Cookie said it definitely wasn't worth getting worked up over. Yes, you can absolutely just have those days where you're like, you know what? It is what it is. You're absolutely right. Evelyn says, yes, I have the power to choose in the way I show up and to respond to others. Absolutely, Evelyn. You do have the power. Yeah, we choose to deal with anything we deal with in this life. Anything, you choose to deal with it. So, whether you're choosing to deal with people who necessarily aren't great for you or have bad behavior, you choose that. And I know it sucks too, because that's like the let me theory, where it's kind of like, I have to take responsibility of that too. It's even with your own children. If they have bad behavior and you let it slide over and over again, you're kind of like, you're letting them. And you got to take responsibility. Like, we're not doing that today. You may be tired, you may be exhausted, but you're like, nope, you're going to hear it from me. So yes, that's just an example. Cookie says, yeah, we choose how we respond. We do. And I think, like I said, as women, and even as men, as you get older, you just don't want to deal with anything anymore like that. And sometimes you have to most times you have to pick and choose your own battles now. Of like, do I really want to put my energy into this? There's some people who are always reactive. No matter what you say to them, they're like, huh? What? And they're just ready for a response. If you can clock that, then yeah, you can be like, you know what, I choose not to deal with that. Or there's some people with no reactions, and they're just kind of like, yeah, sure. If you want to do that, sure. If you want to do this, sure. You got to deal with, like, okay, do I want to deal with a person like that too? Yes. I love the end of this chapter. Keely says this is also a great way to get watch hours. Oh, Keely, sorry, I saw the Manjaro. Manjaro Journey with Pam says, hey, this is also a great way to get watch hours too. Yeah, I didn't really know that. I mean, I knew lives do too, as content creators, and I know your videos do too. I never got into the analytics as much, but yeah, thank you. Anissa is still here. Thank you, Anissa. See, Anissa chooses to be here. And I love her every time for it. Thank you. And Evelyn, look at that. Thank you. I appreciate that. So that's okay, amigo. We still love you, even when you text. I know, right? Oh my gosh. I don't know what's happening in California, but we've been having these rolling blackouts. The lights will just like flicker on and off, and then it'll be like, okay, if you're gonna black out, and then reset with the Nissa, you know what I'm saying? Like reset. I can't get it out of my head. Or just like, you know, stay on or stay off. Oh my gosh, it's been happening for so many days now. But thank you, Delilah. Pam says, oh, what happened? Girl, my technology don't love me. Even when the choice is to do nothing. And that's a valid option too. Yes. To be silent or to do nothing, that's a totally acceptable response. If somebody is just talking to you, you could just be like, and just let them. Be like, okay. If you can't catch the hint that I'm not saying nothing, then that's on you too. Or just not respond at all. Yes. I love that, Delilah. Thank you. Is your mom? Yeah. That's it's a blanket. And that's them. I got it for them on their anniversary. Woo. A long time ago. I don't even remember when. But yeah, it's a customizable like twin size blanket, and we just put it up on the wall. Yes, thank you. She said I'm blind, I can't tell. No, you're totally fine. Manjaro Journey with Pam says, can I say it's flipping cold in Bakersfield? Oh, we miss being over there in the coast on the weekends. 60s are better. It's 52 and feels like it's 41. Oh my god. My parents always said that Bakersfield is like very cold or very hot since you guys are like in the valley. I've been to Bakersfield one or two times my whole life. They were like born and raised over there. My dad especially was. My mom was mostly in LA, and then she grew up in Bakersfield. But oof, girl, I'm so sorry. It's so cold over there right now. Yeah. Stay warm, honey. I have a Halar leggings on, but I put on a thick flannel jacket to go get food with the kiddos. Oh, good. They're called Halar, right? Halara. Are those like the fleece ones? I need some fleece leggings. Yes, honey. Glad you got to get the kiddos some food too. So it says, Pam, I forgot you're in Bakersfield. It always reminds me of your ex. It reminds me of my family. I'm so sorry. It reminds me of your ex. I always tell people my dad was the only good man to come out of Bakersfield. Ugh. Kim J said, true, Evelyn. Pam says, I'm so sorry, Delilah. I'm so sorry, Delilah. Just think of me now. Yes! Think of me now and how I want to be over in Paso Robles, Los Osos, or San Luis. I'm gonna pronounce it Obispo. Hopefully I said that right. So she said, Pam says, Delilah sis, you say your name. Oh no, it says you. Oh, I can't read, honey. Delilah sis, you say you are now in Sacramento. She's in Texas. Okay, let's see. Where did I go? There we go. Reset with the Nissa. 35! Ugh, feels like 31. When I tell you, Anissa, I feel bad for the people on the East Coast. Oh my gosh. I know some people say their lakes are frozen, their water is frozen. My sister's water pipe just froze, and I'm like, I don't know how to deal with those type of situations. We deal with blackouts here in California, but not freezing, weather so hot that you can't like touch it. Ooh, I'm so sorry. I hope you stay warm. Cookie says, did you get that protein powder delivered yet? If so, have you tried it? It's coming here tomorrow, Cookie, and I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. I know you are down for the Oath. She's talking about the Oath chocolate brownie protein powder, and I happen to love chocolate brownie. And Cookie's down for it, and Miss Linda, when I seen her use it, she's super down for it too. So I was like, oh, I don't know. I'm a sucker for chocolate protein powder. Chocolate itself, it's okay. I just like chocolate flavored things. Is that weird? But yeah, coming tomorrow, honey. Majara Pam says, yes, Foggy. Oh, my car says set 47. Ooh. My dad was in the kitchen when I was talking about how cold Bakersfield was. He didn't say nothing, but he was like, oh, like, oh, it's cold over there. Cookie says, it's 62 here. I had a nice 1 hour walk earlier. Luckily, it's not windy. Oh, good for you. What is the weather like? I have it on my watch. What's the weather like right here? I think it's freezing too right now. Girl, it's 70 degrees. Let me hush my mouth. I can't say nothing. My weather here is very, very nice, obviously, in San Diego. Let's see, where was I? Pam says, I wish these had fleece. Oh, okay, yeah, no, I really want to get fleece leggings. I saw that Ayuga had fleece leggings. And ever since I've seen them, I'm like, I want them. Is that Doses of Shawnee? Hey, girl. She said, hey, y'all. Hey, everybody from Shawnee Girl. Yes. And always, happy belated birthday, Shawnee. I know everybody keeps telling you happy birthday, happy belated birthday, but girl, we got to say it again. Happy belated birthday, honey. I hope you had an excellent birthday. I hope it was everything and incredible and amazing and just everything. Yes. Cookie said, hi, Shawnee. Pam says, pronounce it like Spanish. Girl, I don't speak Spanish. I could try my hardest, though. Shawnee says, I'm late, and that's okay. As long as you stood here, and you're here, and you're with us, that's all I can ask for. Oh, thank you for even being here, honey. Reset, this is 70. I know, I can't talk. I think it's cold. While you're in 30-degree weather. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. Is that Miss LaFay? Hey girl. She said, cousin, hello. Only here for a few, and that's okay. Like I told Shawnee, as long as you're here, that's all I can ask for, and thank you. Oh my gosh. Show the love. Yes, cousin. Miss LaFay, hello. Just as Shawnee said, oh, thank you. You're very welcome, honey. I really do hope you had an amazing birthday. Did you go to the gym on your birthday? You said you go work out every single day. And if you did, girl, that's dedication. She said it was nice and quiet going to dinner tonight. Oh, that's really good. Gotta love a nice and quiet moment. Yes. Sandra said, 22. Oh my God, Sandra. That hurts my heart for you. Much warmer than a few days ago when it was -11. I can't do it. I'm so sorry. I can't do it. I think I accidentally walked into the Costco freezer. I don't know how I did that, but I literally walked into the Costco freezer. I think it said negative, or I think it was 20 degrees. I don't know. And I thought I was like going to pass out right then and there. I can't imagine a -11. Mm-mm. Yes, have a nice dinner, Shawnee, Cookie says. Pam says, remind me, where are you now? I'm in San Diego. San Diego, California, honey. Yes. So, I'm Southern California. I'm like very, very, very close to the border. Shawnee said, yep, sure did. She said, I had to pump iron on my birthday. She said, do you think these body goals, weight loss goals are going to stop because it's my birthday, honey? Absolutely not. I know that's right. Absolutely, Shawnee. Pam says, Anissa, where is it 70? Over here, San Diego, it's 70. Cookie says, Sandra, I don't know how y'all do it. I know I don't know how you do it. I can't do it. I can't. It's that's the type of cold that like humans shouldn't be in. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know how else to say it. Reset Renessa says where Felicia should be. Yeah, it's 70 over here, honey. Miss LaFay says 80 here. Oh, it's 80 over there. I wanted to cool. Yeah, oh my god, 80's hot. See, that's where San Diego people are very spoiled because it's like 80's too hot, 70's too cold. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, 80 degrees though. I know in Florida it's more of like a humidity issue. Your guys' humidity is always like through the roof. So it's like, it's not only hot, but it's like hot and sticky. Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. I hope it does cool down. Sandra says, we grow our leg hair out to keep warm here. Oh my god. Man, I grow out the arm hair, leg hair, pit hair, every hair. I could not deal with it. Cookie's laughing. Shawnee says it's 52 here and we're all complaining. It's never this cold consistently where I live. So this is different for us. Right. When it is certain places that are usually really hot, when it does get like either hot all the time or it starts to get cold consistently, it is a weird shift. Like, I know they say San Diego has the best weather in the world, but lately summer's been really, really hot for us. Although really, really hot for us is like in the 90s. So it's just strange. Yeah, no, I totally get it. And I hope it does get somewhat warmer for you. 52 is really cold. I'm so sorry. Pam says, hi, cousin. Pam says, I want to go back to Florida. Oh, honey. Pam says, Orlando has 70 and 80s all November. Yeah, it's that humidity too. Oh yeah, Shawnee, you're in Cali too. Oh yeah, you're in the Bay Area. And for those of you who don't know, Northern California and Southern California, two different areas. I don't know why it's like that. It's California, but it's like two different sceneries, two different areas, two different like. If I go up to where Shawnee's at, I'm like completely like shell shock lost. If she comes down here, she's probably kind of like the same thing. Like, whoa, this is different. Although it's all California. Shawnee, we should meet up one day. I forget how far you are. That is pretty far. If I ever go up north, I'm gonna find you, honey. Shawnee says, I'm so cold. I'm heading to the gym now. I will go sit in the sauna. Yes, to warm your bones. Absolutely. I hope it works out and the sauna is great for you, honey. Pam says, hey, Shawnee. Oh, thank you. You love San Diego. Yes. I do love it here. I don't ever plan on leaving, as expensive as it is. It's home. Pam says, I always think I can do 110 in the summer. But I can't do less than 50. Girl. No, man. 110? Oh, no, man. Oh, she said, yes. Yay. Best tacos. Yeah, we really have the best. And I don't want to be egotistical, but we really do have some of the best Mexican food ever, honey. Yes. Oh, thank you. Well, that was the end of the chat. Yes. I think the ending of this chapter was incredible. Like, your time, energy is very powerful. Never forget that you choose at any time to deal with anything. Whether that's people, family, jobs, Heck, even the things you eat, you choose everything you do. Don't ever think that you're stuck somewhere. Don't ever think you're stuck in a relationship, a friendship, a marriage, a certain, lifestyle, or anything. You could choose tomorrow to get up and leave it all behind. You could choose to get up tomorrow and just be better than you were yesterday, better than you ever were. A lot of us didn't think we would be where we are today. And that's the beauty of it, isn't it? Finally getting up, taking responsibility, being like, I just want to get a hold of me. Of me again. I deserve happiness and I deserve anything that I need and want. Just focus on you first, and then everybody else can come attached to you. Evelyn's live last night was like a beautiful representation of that. Her and her husband were live. If you didn't see it, go back to Beautiful Uncolored. She had a great live yesterday with her husband. And her and her husband were saying that, like, yeah, we choose each other every single day. But we also have to choose ourselves to see, like, who are we without everybody else in the picture. And once you can figure out who you are, you could build from there. She said that she's 100% and her husband's 100%. Sorry, girl, I'm going into your live. But she's 100% and her husband's 100%. They don't need each other to complete each other. And I think that's wonderful in any scenario. You don't need a job to complete you. You don't need a partner to complete you, friends to complete you, even the lifestyle right now to complete you. Heck, even if it was a GLP-1 to complete you, you're doing this. Yes, girl. Let me go back into the chat. Oh my gosh, Shawty said, I'll come to you. Girl. You're like the very few people that live in here. Girl, if you come see me, I'm going to scream. And I might cry, but I'll scream first. Absolutely. Pam says, when I was 300, or I think you mean 30, when I was 300, the cold wasn't so bad, but now I don't have insulation. Oh, okay. Sorry, honey. Delilah says, exactly. Yes, exactly. Delilah said, I did that when I left NorCal. Oh, okay. Yes. I just totally heard that I'm 100%. That's B. Oh. Thank you. Oh, okay, let's see. Oh, I missed that live. I'll check out that replay. Thanks. Yeah, no, that was a really good live with Evelyn. And just like the perspective of like a husband and wife. It's really sweet. It's really nice. Even if you're not in a relationship, you could take a lot away from that live and just like seeing two people who have been together for so long and like how, all like life kind of goes by a bit too fast sometimes. And you see the choices you've made in between. It's a really good live. Yeah, if any of you guys missed it, it was her live, I believe last night. Sorry, my brain's all over the place. But yeah, absolutely. That's the end of the chat. Yes, honey. So chapter 5. Let me check and double check and triple check. Chapter 5. Let them think bad thoughts about you. Ooh. Let them think bad thoughts about you, girl, because is that really you? Whatever anybody has to say about you, that's their business. It has nothing to do with you. People are entitled to their own opinions about you, absolutely. Every time. If somebody wants to think that you're a good person, cool. If they want to think you're a bad person, cool. That's their opinion and that's their truth. You can't take their truth away from them. I always say that. You can't. If I think you're a good person and you're like, you know what, I'm really not. Be like, that's my truth. You can't take that from me. If I think you're great, you're great. If I think you're fabulous, you're everything, you're just every single thing in this world I ever want, that's my truth, not yours. And I like that. I like having that accountability, that control. I guess it is control, huh? I like having that. Being like, that's me. And the day I decide you're not good for me no more, let them go. It is what it is. Evelyn says, thank you for the shout out. Of course, and every time, Evelyn, yeah. Pemmy says, so true, North Cal and South Cal. Yeah, they're very different. I need to get the book. Yes, get the book, honey. I do like going to San Fran. Ooh, I've never been to San Francisco. She's, Pammy, where are you? Bakersfield. So, like, kind of like Fresno, like, above, I believe. Yeah, it's like, it's more not inland, but I don't know what the opposite of inland is. The other way. Yeah, that's where Bakersfield is, like a really small little city. Yeah. Shani says, "Oh, okay, cool. I pass through there a lot. Yeah, and you'll pass through there. She's going to Vegas, honey, guys. Shani, I'm 2 hours north of LA. There you go. 2 hours south of Fresno. Oh, okay, so south of Fresno. Yeah, it's like right in that little in between." She said, "I've been there." Okay, cool. Yes. So chapter 5 will be on Delilah's channel next Saturday. Yeah. So this is Saturdays at 2 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Central time, 5 p.m. Eastern time. I got it right. Yes. You guys don't understand. I never get the central part. But yeah. So next week, chapter 5, let them think bad thoughts about you. Yes. Alrighty, let's see. Hold on, there's a little more comments. What's her channel? I need to subscribe to her channel. Whose channel? Whose channel? The book or the author? The author's Mel Robbins. Can you guys see that? Mel Robbins. If that was the question, I don't know where you need to subscribe. Oh, beautiful. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Cookie. She said, beautiful girl. What are you talking about? Here is right there. Beautiful, I am colored. That's Evelyn's channel. Soak it in all of her glory, honey. Yeah, that was a great live. She does really great lives. Like, she talks about things that, I don't know, the way Evelyn talks, it's like she's very thoughtful, and you could tell she really does speak before she talks. And I really do appreciate people who are like that. They don't just like word salad, it just all comes out. Like, no, she's really intentional about what she says before she says it. It's wonderful. And the topics that she has, they're very strong topics, but sometimes we need that. Sometimes we need those uncomfortable topics to talk about so that you can grow from them. Absolutely, and heal from them. Yeah, so there's Evelyn. Yes, girl. I'll leave Evelyn up there as I say goodbye to all of you guys. Because I love all of you guys, and thank you guys for coming to the Saturday book club. So yeah, like I said, next book club will be Delilah next week. I said all the times. 2 o'clock West Coast time, 4 o'clock Central time, 5 o'clock Eastern time. Be at Delilah Rodriguez's channel. If you can't find Delilah Rodriguez's channel, go into the post I made or this description of this live, and I always have her at Delilah. You can just click on it, boom, she pops up. Yeah. So yeah. Yay. Shani says, I thought you said the live will be on Delilah. Yeah, no, next week. Yeah, next week. So we switch off. This week is me. Next week's Delilah. Next week's me. If we ever switch it up, then we'll say it way in advance. So just kind of look out for our posts, or we'll always put out the live before the live, even like kind of like an upcoming. I do upcoming lives, so you'll see on my channel. But definitely next Saturday, Delilah Rodriguez, and it's in the description of this video, and it'll be in the post, my post. Miss LaFace says, I was in LA for a week in April. I'd love to. Oh, girl, yes. Let me know if you ever come back to LA. Yes. I would love to see you, cousin. Shani says, okay, okay. Well, I will end it with this like I always end all of my videos. Thank you guys so much for being here. And don't ever forget to pollinate this world with love, joy, and kindness. Always, always choose kindness because words alone can truly make somebody's day. Yay! And thank you guys for choosing to be here through all my technical difficulties. My mic died, my thing shut off twice. I love you guys. Yay! Channel for V. Who's V? I'm lost. But I'll respond back to you, girl. I love you guys. Bye. I gotta end stream. Okay, I love you guys. Bye.